Soaring to Superstar. So today we're going to talk about kind of a couple things. So let me preface this with saying the initial intent of today's homework in the original program was about coaching calls. So coaching calls are something that has been found to be highly effective in helping our teammates reach their goals. So there's kind of multi-layered considerations when we have teammates, right? Like, first of all, there's a variety of reasons that folks will join Sensi. There's a variety of reasons that folks will stay with Sensi. There's a variety of different wants, needs, desires, and all of these kind of play into building our teams and retaining our teams. Because as we've talked about before, there's twofold to growing a strong organization: bringing on new team members and keeping the ones that we have. And the ways that we can keep the ones we have is by kind of cultivating this culture. And ways that we can cultivate culture is by getting to know the wants and desires of all of the individuals on our team and helping them achieve what they want out of the business. And what they want out of the business might look different from month to month even, or, especially like those things could change. And so coaching calls have been found to be a very effective tool used from Sensi home office all the way down to, helping folks promote up to director. And superstar directors and leaders of all sorts kind of run coaching calls a different variety of ways. So I want to start this call off by talking a little bit about coaching calls and what that means and what that looks like. And then I want to shift to other ways to engage teammates, because I realize that not all of us are at a place where assigning a coaching call homework is realistic. A lot of us are still really growing our team, kind of working on that first teammate, and the whole coaching call thing can be a little bit intimidating when it's like, hey, we're going to sit down and have this like really focused conversation on your business goals, wants, and dreams. All of that to say, it is super important to have that conversation in some way, shape, or form. Because while we want it to be a really kind of welcoming culture where whatever you want out of this business is what you're going to get out of it, we also want folks to be able to know and reach their dreams. And as their leader, you can help them do that. Does that make sense? So a lot of times with a coaching call, what you're going to do is you're going to ask, who's interested in a coaching call? And I might even ask any of you guys that same question. Who of you is interested in a coaching call? Now, that's going to be different than this group. That's going to be different than any of our team groups, and it's going to be different than any of our team chats. A coaching call is going to be a specific call. When done effectively is very brief, like 15 to 20 minutes. It's not catching up on how your kid is, how your dog is, what's the weather doing in your area today. By the way, it snowed here today. I'm like cold. I've got like 3 shirts on and socks. I'm like, wow, what's this white stuff that came back? We just were having spring. It's not going to be tangential like that. Maybe this is why I'm not great at coaching calls. It's going to be, okay, what is a specific goal that you want to work on? And that's key, because it's not what are your goals, it's what is one specific goal that you want to work on. And then as the leader coach in this situation, they share with you a specific goal, one, so that you can really pare it down. Then you help them pull out of themselves ideas to help them reach that goal. And coaching calls are effective. I wish I could remember the acronym right now. I'm actually coach certified. It's COAH. It's an acronym. It's not like coaching track. It's like an actual acronym. Anyway, it's in my office, far away. But I'll tell you the gist of it. It's not far away, but you know what I mean. I'll tell you the gist of it now. You help them determine what they're going to do. So it might go something like this. This is going to seem a little bit multi-personality schizophrenic of me right now, but we'll just play this since I'm here by myself. I'm going to play both parts, okay? So my goal is to get a new teammate, okay? And I tell my coach this on the call. My goal is to get a new teammate. My coach might say something like, okay, great. That's a really good goal. What have you done so far to help you reach that goal? And then I might say something like, oh, well, I posted on my Facebook page and I had a party and I asked that person if she would want to join my team. Okay, so it sounds like you've tried a couple things there. It sounds like you've tried sharing it on Facebook, and it sounds like you've tried sharing the opportunity with the hostess. How did that go? Oh, well, like when I posted it on Facebook, like my mom liked it and my cousin commented, but not really anything. And my hostess said that she just doesn't have a lot of time. Okay, well, that's good. And so when you posted and talked to your cousin about this, like, how do you feel like those conversations went? Oh, well, like I just kind of dropped it after that, and I didn't really know what to say, so I just kind of let it go. Okay, all right. So what do you think you might say if given that chance again? Well, I don't have a lot of time either, and I think you can do Scentsy with not a lot of time, and I maybe would tell her, or maybe would tell her that she could try it, and with the host exclusive kit, she's not really out anything, and maybe I guess you're right, maybe I shouldn't let that conversation just drop with my cousin. Like, maybe if she commented, I should see if she wants some more info. Yeah, that'd be a good start. That sounds good. And what else could you do? Oh, I suppose I could ask more people. I guess I could send some messages to some people and see if they'd want to do a party and see if it would fit in their lives. And, I suppose I could ask some of my best customers and things like that. Yep. Yeah, that's good. Do you have a list or an idea of people who you would maybe ask? Okay, see, that's me being a bad coach right there. You're not supposed to share or give ideas at all. The whole idea is to let the person kind of think for themselves what they're going to do. And then what you do is you come back around and you say, okay, out of all the ideas and things that you've shared with me today on this coaching call, in this quick session here, what is something that you can put into action right away? And you help to empower that person to take their idea. And that's why it's so key, because it's not your idea that you've given them. Because I could tell you guys, right? Nicole and I can tell you what's worked for us. We can tell you, I'm coming up on 14 years as a consultant, and I don't know anything by any means, and I'm not trying to say it like that, but I have seen and heard a lot of things and tried and done a lot of things, and I have a lot more left to go, right? But I can tell you what's worked for me. I can tell you what doesn't work for me. I can tell you what's worked for other people, what hasn't worked for other people. None of that's going to matter to you. What's going to matter to you is what you can think of that's going to work for you, that you're motivated to do, all from yourself, right? And so the idea is to kind of help you find that. Now that's a 10-minute kind of overarching viewpoint of the coaching method, but I think that it's relevant because I think that you can think about it. I think that, and I'd be willing to have coaching calls with you. I'm sure Nicole would be willing to have coaching calls with you, but for some reason, a lot of people I don't want to say that method feels less helpful, even though it is very helpful. Does that make sense? And I'm just as guilty. I'm guilty as I've been coached before by some people from home office. I've been coached before from my boss. Actually, she coaches me, and sometimes I'm just like, please give me the answer. I don't know what to do. I can't think of what to do right now. I want you to tell me. And that's not empowering, right? As the person in that driver's seat, like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I can do that. Okay, but that's not empowering. And how is that teaching me any skills if someone's constantly telling me what to do? And so the idea behind the coaching method is to help people think within themselves. Do you like this posture that I'm doing here? Think within themselves, what can I do? I have this problem and I have this goal. And I know I want this goal and I know I have this that I'm fighting against. What are some things that I can do, that I can try? And as a coach, you are just there for encouragement, because you know what is one of the greatest motivating factors for people in anything is that if she can do it, I can do it moment, right? The number one motivating, encouraging, confidence building factor is past experience. So yeah, I asked this person and she joined, right? But if you don't have that yet, if you haven't run into that yet, and all you have is I've asked these people and I'm met with crickets, that's not very confidence building. And so what a coach can help do is kind of come alongside you and say, I've had that happen and it worked. Maybe you could try it too. Or what would you try, do, say, whatever that would maybe help you work and get there. Okay. So I want you guys to think about that. I really do, because you might run into a situation with your mentor, with your coach, with your sponsor, where they are like, gosh, I can't give you all the answers. I can't, I can give you the answers, but they might not work for you. You really have to try it for yourself. And that might feel frustrating at times. And I want you to kind of hear and know where we're coming from. And you might be on the other side of that, where you're saying to somebody like, I've told you everything I know. You just have to go do it. You have to go try it for yourself, right? And so anyways, that's kind of the background on the coaching. And since many of us are just working on growing our teams right now, and we maybe don't have people who want to be coached, some things we can do is to cultivate a culture and create connection, because the relationship is going to foster in really well to sustaining your team and to encouraging others to grow their team and ask their friends, family, and hostesses to come alongside them as well, right? So I really want you guys to think about, we've talked a lot about, how you would take care of teammates when you have them and if you have them. Maybe you're in a group chat with them and you're checking in with them, and you're checking in with them on things that aren't just Sensi related. And I think that's really important. We talk about these coaching calls where those are maybe business focused. I want this goal. And then we talk about the fact that like, hey, you are in my life. You guys are in my life because of Sensi. Sensis are one common thing we have, but we're creating a relationship that goes beyond that. And you're creating a relationship with your teammates that goes beyond that. And we get to know each other as a people because of this common denominator, which is Scentsy. And that kind of filters out into not only our teammates, but also our hostesses and our customers and things like that. So we really want you to work on cultivating that culture and that recognition. And there's many ways to do that that are very, very easy, that can be done from your phone. And so our homework for today is to do some sort of Facebook recognition. If you have a teammate, maybe you're shouting out your teammate and you're just, they're not going to know it. They're not going to know it, but it's going to be a really, really nice, genuine, authentic Facebook post. Maybe you're going to grab a picture from their Facebook page and share it on yours and tag them. Maybe you're going to grab an inspirational quote or kind of an abstract picture of, two buddies in the sunset that just kind of symbolizes what they mean to you, what their relationship means to you. And you're just gonna write a nice, thankful, genuine post about how awesome you think they are and how grateful you are that they are in your life. If you don't have a teammate yet, you can do this with your first hostess. You can do this with your first customer, and then the post might say something like, shout out to so-and-so. She was my very first Scentsy Facebook customer. Thank you so much for choosing me. Thank you for taking a chance on me. Thank you for believing in me. And now it's going to be, anyway, never mind that. It's going to be something sort of uplifting like that. And it's not going to cost anything. And it's going to be a way to shout out and recognize the value of the relationships in your life because of Scentsy, whether it's a teammate, maybe it's your upline, maybe it's someone who you met in this Soaring to Superstar group who you've kind of connected with or gleaned encouragement from. Maybe it's your first hostess, first customer, biggest cheerleader, and you're going to mention something about Scentsy in there, and you're going to mention something about how much they have had an impact on your life. And that is the homework for today. Post that, tag me in the comments, or take a screenshot of it and post it in these comments so you can get credit for the homework. Credit for the homework. I just had to do that because I'm tired and I needed a boost of energy. And I will be catching up on grading your homework. I had a glitch with my keyboard, as you guys all know, threw off my work schedule. But I will be catching up on your homework. I see you. I'm watching you. I know that you're working your heinies off. And guess what else I see? I see you getting teammates. I see you. You're getting teammates. I see you. You're asking. I see you. You're trying new things. You're rocking it. So keep up the great work. And don't forget to do your homework. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.